I think I'm live. Am I live? Have people been notified? Live stream without notice. I can't see anything on my... Oh no, hang on. Home, EEV Blog 2. I am streaming to EEV Blog 2. Green screen test. Ah, there it is. Takes a bit to show up. There we go. And top chat, live chat. Pop out chat. Nobody's here yet. Nobody loves me anymore. Frank Cossa's here. G'day, Frank. Maybe people didn't want to see a green screen test. So they didn't bother to click. Hey, nah, just took time for people to come in. Whether or not there's always a lag somewhere in some live stream. You don't see any green. Well, you will. You will soon. Greetings from Finland. Good morning from Germany. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. here. So it would be European time. I wouldn't expect any Yanks to show up. It'd be like 2 a.m. over there or something. You're on your way to work. Well, bugger off to work then, Marcus. Did it pass? What grade? Yeah, I'm getting fancy-pantsy. Late night in Mexico. Yeah. G'day. Hi from Sri Lanka. Oh, unpronounceable name there. Sorry, can't do it. I could pop up chat here, but yeah. Anyway, I can pop up chat over here. There we go. Embedded in the stream. Aren't I clever? Oh, nope. Hang on. Nope. Nope. That was terrible, Muriel. Anyway, 9 a.m. in Sweden. Next step is a red camera. No. Nope. This camera will do me well for... I'm still using one of my old B-roll camera, the webcam. That is not a webcam. It's my old Canon HF M400, which was my B-roll Canon camera that I used to, when I had Canon. I was now switched entirely to Sony. Well, obviously not. But yeah, using when I had my Canon HFG30 as my main camera, I used the Canon HF M400 as my second camera because it used the same 1-inch sensor in it, so it was fantastic, but it was super compact, and it worked really well for getting time-lapse footage. You whack the big battery on the back and it'd just go forever. So I could shoot, all day time lapses, like 6 hours worth or something of time lapses. It was a really low power camera. I think, yeah, I was getting like 6 hours for a battery pack on it. Anyway, it's great. So, camera robot, yeah, MKBHD. Oh, geez, that's a wank fest on his channel, isn't it? I mean, it's just, yeah. Oh, well, if that's your hobby, good luck to you. Thanks for name down. No, hey, Def Bomb's in the house. No worries. Another 40 subs. G'day, whacked man. Anyway, yes, I'm going to go green screen. So here we go. Here goes the test. I've got 13 people watching. Is that? No, it's 64. There you go. It just updated. 64 people watching. That'll do with no notice whatsoever. Thought it's more fun if I do this live. Yep. No, I'm not. No, sorry. I'm not green screening the stuff behind me. That's my usual backdrop. I can assure you. Look, there you go. The stapler. Name the movie. Name the movie. That's the stapler from the movie. Name it. You win the internet. Anyone? Bueller? Yes. Yeah, there's obviously going to be a lag. It's going to be like a 30-second lag. No, we don't have lockdowns here. No. Office space. Tossio Spore wins the internet. Go watch Office Space. God, if you haven't seen it, you already have an internet. Yeah, but you don't have the internet. Not in New South Wales, at least. Oh, yes, sorry. Victoria's in the shitter at the moment, which is another state here. Victoria went from no worries to in the shit. Yeah, anyway. I don't care about Apple moving to couldn't give a toss. Anyway, I have a green screen. I have a new fangled, just turned up. It's an Elgato. Everyone reckons... No, Elgato. It's an Elgato. Everyone reckons this is the duck's guts in green screens. Well, you know, like, without paying, like, you know, thousands of dollars. Anyway, it's gigantic. It's like, I think it's like 1.5 meters wide or something by like 2 meters tall. So, yeah, and it's, so it's in a portable frame thing, so I can just pull it up. So what I'm going to do, you know, the idea is I can move it around the lab and stuff. The idea, no, it's not going to be for mailbag. I've got a TV on order, a large screen TV. That'll be the live backdrop for the mailbag. I'm not going green screen for the mailbag because if I hold up green PCBs, you're screwed. So no, but it will be for like talking head videos like this because I've always hated when I'm shooting these videos, as much as I kind of like having stuff in the background, when I'm shooting these sort of talking head videos, I've always got to scale my head like right down like that so that, you know, but even then I forget, you know, I'm looking at the screen, not at my recorded screen. So I often forget that I'm talking about something. I'm doing it right now, right? I'm using my mouse pointer. I'm talking about something down in the bottom right corner here and not realizing that it's being covered by my, or not remembering that's being covered by my talking head. So I figure it would be better if I just took the crap out of the background. Anyway, it's an experiment. So yeah. So here you go. 1.5 wide is not enough. I bet you it is. Bet you it is. Yep, I can practically guarantee it's going to be enough for this wide angle here, this angle here, guaranteed. But anyway, the interesting thing is, right, so let me enable my Ava Media. I'm taking the HDMI out of my camcorder, Canon HF M400 camcorder, into an AV Media capture card, by the way. Let me turn on Chroma key. Okay, I'm actually surprised how well this works without any green screen in the background. And yes, it's actually set to green, right? Here it is, right? So let's actually make it big so that we can see it. Here, like I'm surprised it works at all. I can read that text in the background. That is amazing. And it's currently set to green screen. So if I change it, sorry, is that text over there updating? Sometimes I forget about that. No, it's definitely not. It's not going to be for mailbag. I don't want green screen for mailbag because I'm always taking PCBs out of, you know, green stuff out of the mailbag. So, and people will start sending green stuff, right? They'll wrap it in green paper. They'll have like a green box and it'll be like, it won't show up. So, yep. I know I'm all snowy. That's the point. I've enabled Chroma key. So I've enabled Chroma key and I've now, it's currently set to green. I'm going to set it to red. There you go. I set it to red. I look through my eye. Look through my eye. Wow. Hang on. That's really something. Look, you can see my eye. That's it's fascinating. Anyway, when I move my head, you can read the text. And I'm stunned it's even doing anything there. I can do anti-aliasing, but that doesn't do anything apparently. So anyway, if I switch it to blue. Anyway, let's go back to green and let's put the green screen up. I know there is a ton of stuff involved in getting green screen right. Lighting is number one, but then you've got to match other stuff depending on the things that you want to insert in the background. They have to be, if it's video, they have to be shot at the same shutter speed, and they have to, like, differences in shutter speed and distance to camera and angles and all sorts of things. Like, you know, there's a whole art and science in getting green screen right, but I just want something basic so that my head doesn't show up. So I don't have, it's dark outside at the moment. Bloody winter, hate it. So it's dark, so I'm not getting any external light. Normally I'd get quite, in this cubicle office here, I'd get quite nice light coming in from the outside. But anyway, here we go. So green screen is on. So let me pull that up. And ta-da! What is that? It's not even. It's darker over here because I've only got one. Well, there's one light behind. There's only one light to the side at the moment. How does that work? Oh yeah, that's shit house, isn't it? Yeah, that's really shit house. Okay, let me turn some lights on. There we go. That's better, but still shit house. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I really, especially the hair. You know, I've got thin hair. No, I'm not losing my hair. I just have naturally thin hair, and you know, this is all natural. Yep, here, and that's all. It's not a receding hairline. That's all natural. My old man had it, and I've got it. So, yeah, that's disappointing. Yes, I know. Yeah, extra light helps. Maybe we need a real metric crap ton of light, perhaps. Yeah. Doesn't work in here, does it? Anyway, I can see it on the camcorder, and yeah, it's not it's not good. I'll show you. I'll turn off the camcorder. None. There you go. So yeah, it's shadowy over here because my light is my light's up there on one side, but I've got my other big studio light here. Of course, you could tweak it. You know, there's an art in doing that, but that's a pretty even green background, isn't it? I mean, that's pretty good. And when I turn on Chroma key, it chops off my head, and you know, my yeah, and my hair is it's really crap. So no, it's not camera focus. It's focused straight on my head. I can see the face tracking. I've always got face tracking turned on this camera because I've got my camcorder LCD there. I can see it. It's definitely, I am fully focused. It's focused on my head. Play with the intensity. Well, yeah, I'm using XSplit, by the way, and there's a green PCB with components and gold PCB pads on it. It's one of those Christmas tree lights. So, yeah, yeah, really, wow. I expected that to work a lot better. I mean, it's a really good green screen, and as you saw, that's you know, you can kind of see the shadows on there, but that's pretty good, I thought. But yeah, oh, okay, I can see the green coming through my hair. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, so we need to set a distance, but then you'll start getting halos around your head and all sorts of stuff. I don't know what options I've got here. Legacy mode. What's legacy mode? No green screen, try. Oh. Just randomly do. Oh, that's better. Hang on, I'm tweaking. Whoa. That's better. There you go. Yep. Ah, great. There you go. Yep, I just had to tweak. What controls that? Threshold. Yes, threshold. There you go. Just had to tweak threshold. And that looks... And then it doesn't matter about the light. Yep. But of course, more light is more better. This cubicle office is very poor lighting. So we've got to rely on the window. The old lab will be much better when I move back, I think. Yeah, impressive result out of the box. I agree. Audio delay. What? Is my mouth out of sync? Shouldn't be. There's too much green bleeding. I don't think. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see green fringe around my head, but I wouldn't normally have my head this big, right? I'd normally like, let me try and, I'd normally have my head this size, right? So this is kind of like the normal size Dave head that I'd have when I'm doing talking head. So I think that's not bad. That's pretty good out of the box. Pretty happy with that, actually. Yeah, thumbs up. Everyone's going, yep. Green reflection on the right side of your face. Yeah, probably. Maybe. Yeah, this is not the best. These cubicle things aren't the best. Anyway, in the new lab, old lab, the new one I'm going to move back into, there will be no backdrop like this because my desk is kind of, my computer desk is going to be like have nothing behind it. So the idea is that I just set up the green screen, whoop, and any talking head videos are like this. Any like screen capture stuff like this. And the lighting will be better because in here, in this cubicle, it's different because like, you know, it's got reflective glass and all. Oh, actually, that green tinge I think might be on the camcorder. I'm looking at the camcorder LCD now, and I can sort of see a green tinge on my face. I don't know if that's... I can go... There you go. Can you see a green tinge now? People aren't going to capture this one and edit it, are they? Edit me in the middle of somewhere. Yeah, that's bad. It's going to happen. Anyway, yep. So, yeah, possibly. Oh, no, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I thought I could see some green tinge. Just, you know, reflecting off the walls and stuff. Like, you know, light bounces off there, bounces off the wall. Like, because I can see a green tinge on the walls in here kind of thing. So, yeah. But that's pretty great out of the box. Wow. Happy with that. Everyone's giving it a thumbs up. Works fine. Yeah, use it for show floating components. Anyway, there's the, you know, yep. I'll go bigger again. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, cursor's on the wrong screen. That phantom cursor when you're doing... Anyone who's done screen capture will know about the phantom cursor problem, for want of a better term. But yeah, floating components. I don't have one with without the gold pads, but there you go. There's the floating components. Little chippies. That's, yeah, even though there is a slight green tinge, yeah, I can see it. I can see it down the side here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can see that. Chroma key. So yeah, that's just like, yeah, if I start doing any more than that, it's the hair. It's a very fine balance between losing the hair and having it losing the hair. That's a zero threshold. It's zero threshold. And then go up and then it starts going. I start getting a tinge pattern on the, you know, like a whole tinge pattern on the with noise. So it's a fine balance. That'll be better in with better lighting, a more consistent lighting, I suspect, which I'm pretty sure I'll get in the old lab. So I can't find the edge of this damn window to scroll it. Phantom mouse cursor again. Come on, where are you, you bastard? There you go. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's really good. Yep, straight out of the box. Happy with that. Bit of makeup. Yeah, I'll get Mrs. EEV blog to apply the makeup before I come to work. Or I'll follow one. I'll start subscribing to the YouTube makeup channels. Anyway, do I have, yes, I have a white wall in front of me. It's whitish. It's more creamy, actually. It's more creamy. So, yeah. Sorry, I haven't been reading the comments. Yeah, audio's in sync. Thank you, Richard. Green reflection on the right side. Yep, audio is yep, audio. Yeah, everyone said audio's fine. Yeah. So that's, I'm only touching the threshold level there. I'm not touching anything else. So there's two controls by default, and the other one looks like it does NAF all. I'm going from 0 to 255. The other one is exposure. Right. The other one's exposure. And that doesn't seem to exposure. Oh yeah, exposure changes that background there a little bit. So, but really, it has essentially no effect on that. I definitely don't want the hair chopped off, the face like that. So, and then, oh yeah, so you just set a smidge under. And once that's set, the lighting will be consistent. You know, I shouldn't have to touch it once I've, you know, tweak that. Yeah, but like, just like it goes from 0 to 100. No, it goes from more than 0 to 255 for the threshold. So I can show you that. There you go. That's in my AVerMedia HD capture card. So that's the green. That's the red, sorry. Got a transparent head. That looks pretty good. I like that. That's really funky. And blue just does nothing. Of course. And none. Chroma key. And then I've got a specific color key, eyedrop tool and stuff like that. It's only if you had some specific background you wanted to match. But I don't think the aliasing has had much effect. There you go. No. Tweak that. I really like that. I think that's pretty good for amateur hour. First attempt. Yeah, like I wanted to get a decent green screen. It cost I think it was $190 or something. It's usually a lot more than that. I got it on special, I think. But yeah, like it's really nice. It's like it looks really high quality, feels really high quality, and it's a fabric material. It's a can't see it. It's a it's a woven. It's a DuPont. It's a DuPont brand fabric material. So everyone raves about this Elgato green screen. So yeah, no updates on Jordan Pyre yet, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm oh, hello, McFly. Where's my chroma key? There we go. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that. That's really very good. Yeah, so that'll allow me to, you know, look at stuff in the background. It's just, you know, so things aren't as hidden. Because you don't need to see, when I'm doing a talking head like this, you don't need to see other crap. So, yep, that's a winner chicken dinner. Calling that one. There we go. Try a green shirt. I do actually have a green shirt. I do. There is a green shirt here. And it's a nice mechanism too. You can leave it like half up. You can leave it like half like that. That's great. This is like really top quality. I'd highly recommend this Elgato green screen. They actually sold out during the just like all the webcams and everything sold out. Green screens sold out as well during the you know, the mini lockdown we had here. When everyone was working from home. Yeah, like you couldn't get monitors. You know, keyboards, mice, webcams, green screens. Couldn't get them. So, yep. I really need a Oh, it's not. It's green. There you go. It's not. It's not quite green. It's like it's really dark green. Anyway. Yeah, that's really terrific. I'm sorry. I know this is like everyone does this, but it's novel for me. Okay. I think as I posted on Twitter, I think I've set a record for being a professional YouTuber for almost a decade, and this is my first green screen. You know. Anyway, I reckon that's really good for an amateur hour. Not even bothering to even dark like that. Like it's really dark in here now. I've got one light which is up there, and that's it. And it's not even in front of me. And you know, if I turn on the studio lights in here during the day, it'd be fine. Like it'd be really evenly lit. So do the weather. Oh dear, oh dear. Can you reduce green in effects? I don't know. Camera, I mentioned that. It's the Canon HF M400. It's my old my old B-roll camcorder that I had. Great little camcorder. Go for like 6 hours on the large battery pack. It's great. I use it for, you know, getting time lapse of when I go to events and stuff. I'll like set it up in the corner and I'll just leave it recording for time lapse stuff or other, you know, like if I'm in like a secondary camera if I'm recording stuff. But I've switched over to Sony now. I actually have to sell my old Canon HF M30, HF G30. If anyone wants an old Canon HF G30, I'm probably going to sell it because I don't use it anymore. I switched over to Sony for everything. But I keep this one because it's nice. It's a really tiny little compact thing, and it's got the 1-inch sensor in it. It's really nice, and the battery goes forever. But I just use it as webcam now because I don't like webcams. These camcorders look infinitely better than webcams, and it's got the LCD on there. Like it's got the, you know, I can see myself, and I can see the face tracking. I can see when I'm focusing on stuff, and like when I'm holding things up. It just webcams suck ass. Even though I've got one of the best webcams, the Logitech C922, it's like it's hopeless. Anyway. I could, no, I won't bother switching over to it. I could plug it in, but, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Michael, you got caught without a webcam. Yeah, still can't get webcams in the US at a reasonable price, really. Headsets, yeah, everything, yeah. All those sort of stuff you needed to do work from home, it's sold out. And because, you know, even His's EEV blog, she works full-time from home now because she's a government department. They're sort of, you know, not forcing everyone to work from home, but highly encouraging everyone to work from home and providing the resources to do so. And yeah, even in their meetings, they're encouraging everyone to like insert, you know, because they use Zoom or whatever, they're encouraging everyone to insert like pictures in the background, and they'll have a theme for today's meeting, like, where's your favorite place you've been? And she goes and finds a digital photo of where we've been and sticks it up in the background, and, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's, yep. It looks trippy halfway up. Yeah. But that's, I'm, you know, it's not perfect. It's not the world's best green screen, talking head green screen I've seen, but gee, you know, it'll be good because then I can, you know, move my head out of the way. There it is, you know, and I can point, you know. It's like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, because I have noticed that in quite a few of the recorded videos that I've done, these like screen capture videos, because I am conscious that I've got the screen there, but I'm watching my main screen that I'm doing work on. I'm not watching the editing screen, which shows where my window is. So occasionally I'm talking about something down in the bottom right corner and not realizing that my head's covering it and people can't see it. And that's like, you know, it's a bit unprofessional. So Zoom H6, I've done. Anyone want to buy my Zoom H4n? Because I've ditched it. I've ditched it. Now I've got this bad boy. Hang on. Unplug this. And now I've got this bad boy. Tascam jobby. What is it? The DR70D. got this second hand, really cheap, and yeah, it's really nice. It's got it's got the stereo mics on the front and all the XLR inputs. It's got 4 XLR inputs, 3 on this side, 1 on the other side, and plus line out and everything else. And it runs off AA batteries. I'm just sort of sticking it on the bottom of my. Yeah, I'm ditching the Zoom H4. They're bloody auto. After the quantum computer talk I did, I set up my Zoom H4 there, and it I did a clap, you know, to do an audio sync thing, and that just attenuated the thing down to buggery, and I lost all the recording off the Zoom H4n because it only attenuates one. The auto level system only goes in one direction, down. It's ridiculous. So any loud noise or whatever will instantly ruin the rest of your recording because it's auto leveled down. So I just refuse to use that bloody thing. I know you can like get around it, but yeah, no, I do by setting manual recording level, but no, bugger it. So screw them. Go on to this. I got this Tascam thing. Anyway, I don't use that all the time, but it's nice if you have, you know, something like that when you're doing field recordings. Does that show up? No. No, I thought that might. No. It's got some green on it. Oh, yeah, you can see through part of the bottle. Lots of streamers can't get the green screen right after months. Yeah, I'm absolutely surprised. You know, it's a fairly even background. So, you know, but it seems fairly forgiving. So yeah, it's, you know, there it is. It's not the most even background I've ever seen. They're like even lit background. As I said, it'd be better if the sun was out. And it'll work better if I had more light. Unfortunately, the old lab I'm moving back into doesn't have any external windows. So I have to rely, but I've got more light in there than I've got in this office cubicle. Like at night especially. So if I'm recording stuff at night, so yep. So there you go. I'll leave that there. Don't say Tascam to Lewis. He doesn't like Tascam, huh? I had an old Tascam. You know. Anyway, I like this one. It's very nice. It's just if I go out in the field, I can record, you know, up to 4 channels, and it'll do dual recording too. One of the cool things, and most of the time I'm only going to be recording 2 channels, me and somebody else I'm talking to. So it'll actually set. You can set a mode, and I've permanently set it on there, set it up so that it'll record a selectable level down. So it'll record the normal level that you're at plus another level that you define. It'll actually create dual recording mode, I think it's called. So it'll actually create 2 recordings done via, you know, 2 separate analog channels, where one I've set it to 6 dB down. So one channel was 6 dB down. I might set it to 12 or something like that. So that, you know, if you do, you know, if there is loud, or you speak loudly, or you suddenly get right near to the lapel mics or something like that, and you start clipping and things like that, you can actually pull the audio from the good audio from the other channel, from the other backup recording that's, you know, actually 6 or 12 dB down. You can set it, you can adjust it. Really cool. Chen Lee, how does your home solar system pay back now? I've been meaning to do a video on that. I've been meaning, like, I did a 5-year update video. I've been meaning to do a 7. I think it's been 7 years now, so I've been meaning to do a 7-year update video. So keep hassling me about that, and I'll eventually get off my ass. Paul Daniels is talking about wanting a camera to replace his webcam. He may be interested in the Canon. Yeah, get a camcorder. Seriously, you know, it's got proper face tracking. It's got the LCD. You pick up a second-hand, pick up a second-hand camcorder, and then get a HDMI with HDMI out, and get a HDMI capture card. So much better than a webcam. Infinitely better, because you got the screen to see yourself. I can see my face track. I can see, you know, things when they focus in. I can see, you know, I can hold it up and I know exactly when it's in focus, and all sorts of, you know, it's great. Absolutely great. High dynamic range audio, essentially. Yeah, because it'll do a with 2 channels. It's great. Go reel to reel. 8-track. Go 20 dB down. Dun Pierce recommends 20 dB down. Yeah, I thought maybe 12. But why 20 dB? Just because, you know, something might be really loud, you know. So obviously if you go 3 dB down, that's, you know, twice as loud. Jim Hook? Everyone knows Jim, do they? Does Jim have a channel? Sorry, Jim. I don't know your channel. Panasonic VX1. Oh, that's one of the new ones, isn't it? Chalk and cheese, yeah. It's just, but you don't need... I could... If I sold this old Canon HFM 400, I'd be lucky to get, like, $200 for it, wouldn't we? I wouldn't even get that. Like, so you can pick up secondhand camcorders like this for nicks. I wouldn't buy a new one. I'd just go and buy an old secondhand. You know, you don't need 4K rubbish, just a 1080p old, you know, decent brand like a Sony or a Canon, or even a Panasonic or whatever. You know, as long as it's got HDMI out, feed into a cheap HDMI gamer capture card or USB dongle thing. Bob's your uncle. So, yep. Half of Paul's channel is here, right? He's got a big fan base. 20 dB because of transients, yeah. Yeah. I agree. The green screen test is a winner. That's fantastic. Yep. You know, like, it'd show up if I had, like, really big, if I went to, you know, the full screen or whatever. There we go. Like if I went to foot, like you're probably going to see like green tinges and stuff like that. Yeah, you can see the hair shimmering. You can see it shimmering. But like, considering that this is horribly lit, to me this is horribly lit. This is awful. It's awfully dark in here. I've got one light up there that's not even color balanced properly, and I've got my proper studio light just here, which is just sort of like bouncing off the wall and stuff. Yeah, it's just I'm stunned. Stunned it works so well. Get me back. There you go. Yep. So yeah, there is this legacy mode thing where, oh, okay, yeah, doesn't like that. Yeah, where you get different brightness, saturation, okay, alpha smoothing and stuff like that. So they've made it, right, okay. They've made it all, doesn't change my forehead though, my nose. That's really interesting. So that's alpha blending. Alpha smoothing, sorry. And this one is, doesn't say, doesn't tell me. Anyway, just in normal mode, this is just XSplit. I'm sure, well, their algorithm would be different to the OBS Studio thing. I used to use XSplit because I've been using it for years and I've got a license for it, so, you know. But now OBS Studio have completely copied how XSplit looks and feels. OBS Studio used to be shit. The user interface was awful. And then I think they went, oh, well, bugger it, let's just copy XSplit. And it looks almost the same. I have transients 20 dB above my normal level. I don't want to subject my audience to that. Better to be clipped for live production like this. Right. Anyway, yeah, I think it's great. It does that dual recording. No micro supply update at the moment. Need to get off my ass. I've just got a lot going on at the moment. The VX1. It's the HC VX1, is it? Oh, okay. No, I thought it was different to that. Okay. How much does that cost here? Oh, the HC VX1 4K. It's only $898 here from Hardly Normals. Harvey Norman. We just call them hardly normal, you know. Yeah, it's $898. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, like a lens. Yeah, they all have that. 25 millimeters. Nice. 25 millimeters wide. You definitely, I think the only problem with the Canon that I've got here, I think it's 30 millimeters. I do have a wide angle attachment for it. But it seems to be the right distance at the moment. Like, I don't want any more than this talking head. So yeah, it's just at the right distance. That might change in my new setup. Don't know. Ultra HD camcorder. Yeah, like something like that is like that's overkill for a webcam. Just any old camcorder with a HDMI output. Camcorders just blow away. You know, preferably like a nice 1-inch sensor like the HF M400 that I'm using at the moment. Wee bit in the glasses when you look forward as well. Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's because I think it's bouncing off the walls. Although my new studio will have glass in front as well, so it might bounce off. I don't know. Anyway, Anyway, I think the light's going to be a lot better in the new lab. I look natural. Thanks. Oh dear. Don't get a don't get a digital SLR for a camcorder. Get a bloody old, just get an old camcorder. That's what they're designed for. It's great. You couldn't chuck a few dB to the audio level, could you, Dave? Or are you talking about this stream, or are you talking the audio? I know for a fact the audio for this stream is fine. Check. Yep, can see it. I know you're talking about. Oh yeah, you could if you only got the one channel, of course. Thank you. Love you too. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get cheaper than that. Can you please adopt me? Sorry. I've got a wife and 2 kids. I don't want any more. Have I ever done a video about how server hot swappable PSUs work? No, I haven't. I'm not into that sort of thing. The audio is rather quiet. Are you talking about the audio on this stream? Because I think that I've got, you know, I target a specific audio level when I render video. So how much can I deadlift? Not much. I'm not into deadlifting. I'm not into heavy weights. Not into heavy lifting at all. Couldn't even tell you how much I'd be capable of deadlifting because I don't even try. What PDF reader? It's Drawboard PDF. It's I think it's Australian. And I think Microsoft were heavily promoting it at one point. It's absolutely fantastic because it allows you like in open, well, it's got a few limitations, but I can set it, you know, I've got all these tools and I can draw, you know, I can draw on here, like this is the laser tool. There's, you know, there's like highlight tools and things like that. And it's designed for like marking up PDFs. It's like for professionals. It's not really a PDF viewer. It's designed as a PDF markup tool for like, you know, architect. They heavily promote it for like architects. You know, you got your PDF drawing and you want to mark it up, and it auto saves. Like it automatically saves, and you can go in and erase individual bits after you've done it. I can just shut down this software now, load it back up. All my PDFs are still there. All the different things, like it'll save it like on different pages and stuff. It automatically saves them. Drawboard PDF. It's worth like the $10 or whatever it costs. It's a bargain. It's really good. Drawboard PDF. It's and this tool over here allows me to do you know, choose different highlighters and, you know, different pen tools and erasers and stuff like that. You know, so I can go in there and I can just go in there, and so I can like highlight all those at once and kill both of those. It's great. Drawboard PDF, fantastic. I think it's Australian. Please, somebody actually correct me if I'm wrong there, but yep. Very happy with that. Drawboard PDF. Nothing wrong with my audio here. Sounds fine here. Everyone's saying it's fine. Yep. Yes, because there are industry standards for this. I can't remember the standard for it, but there are like industry standards for what you should target for YouTube videos, and it's like 6 dB down or something, peak of 6 dB, you know, or there's, you know, you can, and it's like it's not just like 6 dB down, it's like it gives you an averaged range or something. And Vegas, the editing tool I've got, actually has that tool in it that allows you to check that, you know, to set a certain window, you know, or at least check. You got to manually dick around with it. But yeah, I like to think that I target the recommended range for YouTube videos in terms of audio level. So why do all parametric search engines have something that makes them a bit crap? It's just the nature of doing it. Yeah. It's so complicated. Go and try and do parametric searching for 250,000 components and see how many variations there are. It's just, you know. Yes, I can save the markups. Yes, I can save the markups and share it. That's the whole idea. And so you can export it, but it stays saved in its native format. So you can export it as a PDF. So you can send it to a marked up version to the person. But then it allows you to go back in and make changes to that later because it's all stored as separate elements overlaid on the PDF. It's great. My LUFS, yes, -13 LUFS. Thank you, Timo. Yep, can't remember what LUFS stands for. Yes, yes. Yeah, Melbourne, Victoria. There you go. Thank you. BMM Chwert. yeah, they're in Australia. It's great. It's Aussie, Melbourne company. Yep. Loudness at full scale. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Manjot from India. Like India. Haven't never been there, but Indians are great. On Driven Guard. No, I haven't. That could be interesting. That'd be, you know, that'd take some, like, you'd have to build up something specific, really, to demonstrate that. I mean, it's inspiring as heck. Thank you. When is the new microamp meter coming? I'm just thinking about, you know, working on a new version. Osborne effect. 4 a.m. Oh, God. Just finished a datasheet assignment. Well done, Jacob. Did my parents name me after the evil software from 2001: A Space Odyssey? No, they did not. I don't think they've ever seen that movie. They weren't into movies. Nope. My mum claims she had no idea about David Jones, because here in Australia, trust me, if your name's David Jones, you get teased to shit when you're a kid, because there's a department store, a famous department store here in Australia. It's probably, you know, one of the biggest department stores in the country. It's called David Jones. And if you come into Sydney CBD, if you ever visit Sydney, one of the huge buildings in there is the David Jones building. And of course, you know, walk right into David Jones is all I got when I was a kid. You know, like, oh, fuck. The jingle from the David Jones ads. Like, oh, man. Yep. She claims she didn't know. She just always wanted, if she had a son, she'd call the son David. She just didn't, you know, yep. She claims she had no idea. Hey, Simon's in the house. Hey, Simon, I keep getting microcurrent requests. Yeah, I can probably send you some, because I'm going through, because they don't quite meet spec at the moment, because the 10 amp precision, the amp range precision resistor, something went subtly wrong with those, and so it's like 0.2% instead of 0.1% now. So that's why it's been delayed, and I'm now selling it at a reduced price with a slightly reduced spec on the amps range. So yeah, I've got lots of ones here. I just have to test them. So I'm kind of like testing them as people are buying them at the moment. It's like, oh, I've got enough 5 orders today. I've got to test another 5, you know. So yeah, yep. Hit me up, send me an email, and I'll get off my ass, and I'll try and do a batch for you. I'll see how many I've got. So, yep. Macy. It'd be like being called Macy's in the USA. Yes, it would. I'm not going to survive Corona. You want to bet? I've probably already got it. Probably already had it. I don't know. I love Lewis. Love Lewis. Love his no bullshit style. He's my kind of guy. No, I can't sing. No, I cannot sing. No. No. What's the time, by the way? Almost 6. All right. How long has this stream been going for, by the way? An hour minus 51 minutes, I think. Hour, I think. Yep. That's just plain water, if you want to know. Oh, the department. Yeah, the department store won't survive Corona. Yeah. Now that Dave Jr. is gone, how are you dealing with... he doesn't like being called Dave. It's David. How are you dealing with the software for your projects? I'm not. at the moment, I'm not doing any software. So the micro supply is pretty much, you know, it's finished from a software point of view, really. So, yeah, it just requires, like, hardware and plastic mold-ins and, you know, like tooling and all that sort of pain in the ass stuff. Thanks, Jens. Yep, 51 minutes. Cool, no worries. Because if it goes over 2 hours, then YouTube doesn't automatically save, or it takes longer to process. It takes like a day to process it or something. So, yes, we're on the same time as Queensland because it's not daylight saving. Queensland don't do daylight saving. Backwards Queenslanders. Oh, thanks, DefPom. Wondering what's the difference between Cadence simulation tools. Don't know. Haven't touched Cadence. It's school holidays here. School holidays. So yeah, I'm just going to have less time for the next. Oh, it depends. Anyway, I was on holiday last week. If you didn't know, I was gone for 4 days. I don't think anyone realised I wasn't here for most of last week. How did I meet David Jr.? How did I meet David Jr. and where is he now? Mangot Singh. Well, he applied to my job ad. He applied to my job ad when I did that video. When I did a video, yeah, like 5 years ago now or something, looking for like a part-time, someone to sort of, work part-time and help out. Mainly doing packing and shipping and some other stuff, so he applied to that, and he was the first one I interviewed, and I hired him. I interviewed a few more people, but yeah, he's the first one interviewed. But unknowingly, I had met him before at the trade show here in Sydney, and he turned up, and we hung out for a while after it closed or something. I don't know. I was buggered from the day from. You ever been on a trade show stand? Like, how many thousands of hands did I shake? How many selfies did I take? And how many people did I talk to? It's just like, you just want to collapse. So yeah, apparently I didn't remember at all. But he was just hanging around, and yeah, we got to chatting, and just sitting on the couch after the whole place was closed, and I don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, I didn't know it was him. I kind of thought he was vaguely familiar. But so, yeah, I had met him before that. And where is he now? He's doing his own consulting company. He's got various projects he's working on and stuff like that. So, yep. He always had that when he was working for me. He was still doing stuff on the side, as you should. And yeah, he just he decided he wanted to make a go of that. So, yep. No, I like daylight saving. Who wants to abolish daylight savings? Piss off. No. No, no, no. Over my dead body. No, no, no coughing in the chats. The Queenslanders fear it will confuse the cows. Yeah. Queenslanders, yep. Queenslanders and Tasmanians, yeah, they're the ones who we take the piss out of. Oh yeah, you got a Raiden 6006, cool. Why am I going back to the old lab? I saw a video and I was a bit surprised. Go over to my library channel. I have, or if you're a supporter, you've already seen it. If you're a Patreon supporter or you're a forum supporter, or if you, I also uploaded it to my library channel. I've done probably two, I think, exclusive videos on why I'm moving back to the old lab. And I go through the economics of it and everything else. So I won't go through it again here because go over to my second channel. I've got like a 15, 20-minute video on, talking about why. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Fundamentals Friday with the green screen, although I do want to experiment. When I move back to the new lab, I do want to experiment with the glass, because I've got a glass window in there now, and I can stand behind it and write on it. And I demo this in the video, I think. And not demo. I don't want to do a proper demo. But yeah, I can write. And this is what the green screen could be good for as well. Is putting behind the glass, and then I can write on the glass, and I just want to experiment with those sort of effects and things like that. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe Fundamentals Fridays with the whiteboard stuff will change to a writing on a glass board, but I think everyone prefers the old whiteboard. Me standing off to one side like this, and then you see the whiteboard kind of thing. I think I'll get a lot of, because then I'll be obscuring the tech. I'd have to use like a white pen or something to, it really has to stand out. What amazing heart attack statistics against daylight savings. What a load of shit. Bullshit. Don't believe it. Prove me wrong. You have to convince me. Hello from the Netherlands. Living in Queensland. Oh, Paul. Paul's a Queenslander. Oh, he's living in Queensland. South Australians are pretty neutral, although they're kind of asleep most of the time, aren't they? That's the joke about South Australia, is that, it's the place you go to retire. Yeah, the first and only time I've been to Adelaide, it was like I was there for work, flew in, and I was hanging around the city at night, and at like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or something, they like switched off all the lights to the whole city. There was only like one street lit up, and I go, what the hell? What? Anyway, yeah, I thought it was weird. When you write on the glass, yes, I flip the image, yeah. Yep, you flip it. I can see face pixels. It's pixels on my face. Can I put up some bikini babes in the background? Oh, that'll get me flagged, won't it? Because you're not allowed to joke about anything anymore. You're not allowed to have any fun. Yeah, there's been there's quite a few, there's a few people who want me deplatformed. So, a few people who want me cancelled. Because I don't like and I don't tolerate identity politics. And that's bad in today's environment. Has anyone seen Andy from Photonic Induction? I posted a proof of life photo of Andy That was like a year ago now or something at least. And he's very happy. His wife finally got in the country, and yeah, they're living. They're finally together in England, and he seemed very happy. And he said he'd eventually get back to it. He was working on projects. I posted some photos of some stuff he was working on in his backyard. Some really heavy-duty stuff. Wow. And yeah, but no, I haven't seen him back yet. So yeah, don't know. Maybe he's just too happy to go back to YouTube. He's too happy with life. Yeah, but he seemed really happy. Yeah, because he was really in a bad state. Really in a bad state at one point. As we say, cite your source or shut the F up. Yeah, people wonder why I've suddenly become left-handed. And why I'm wearing a watch on the right hand. How large is the Canon HFG 30? It's pretty large, pretty chunky. It's pretty chunky. Is it even here? No, don't know where it is. Anyway, yeah, it's a real chunky camcorder. If you want compact, the HFM 400. HFM 400, which is what I'm using for the camcorder at the moment. It's got the same 1-inch sensor in it. The lens isn't quite as wide, so it's not as flexible as there, but geez, you know. Yep, HFM 400. It's got to be 10 years old now, but it's fine. Aussie 50, yeah, that was sad. That's sad. What's the best book for PCB design, in my opinion? Oh, I don't. You know, you got to get The Art of Black Magic. You know, high speed. What's it called? High speed logic. God, come on, someone help me. The art. Yeah, the Black Magic book. Can't believe I can't remember the name. Someone will put it there. Yeah, just buy an old second-hand camcorder, Paul. Really. Make sure it's got a decent-sized sensor, not the one of those little, you know, quarter-inch jobbies. You know, get a 1-inch thing or whatever, or, you know, 2/3 of an inch or something. Like, well, if you want really good, like... If you want really good and you want to spend the money, get the Sony RX0. This is the Mark II. There is a Mark III out now, but yeah, it's got external audio, and this is, you know, it's tiny. This is my tripod that I've mounted on, and it's absolutely tiny, but it's got the 1-inch Sony CMOS sensor in it. It's got a 1-inch sensor in a little GoPro-y size thing. Although this one has a limitation that it doesn't auto. It'll do fixed focus when you press record. It'll set the distance and then fix it. But yeah, it's a nice little job. But it's really, yeah, it's pretty expensive. High Speed Digital Designer Handbook of Black Magic. Thank you. Not the size, it's how you use it. No, it's how much light you put on it. Any camera can be absolutely phenomenal if you put enough light. If you got enough light. But yeah. Anyway. Whew. So yes, this has turned into a just a regular live show. See you, Jacob. Anyway, anyone else got any questions? It's 10 minutes past 6. Should probably think about going home. You need light, because especially in shooting electronic stuff, especially at an angle, because I have a fixed deep depth of field so that everything's in focus. If my camera's pointing down like that and the object's down here, and I don't want this component, I don't want the front of this PCB to be in focus and the back to be out of focus. I want a large depth of field, and because the camera's quite close, yeah, you need to like have a large aperture to make that happen. And the thing with that is that you need light. You need more light. The more depth of field you have, the more light you need, or you'll get video noise. And yeah, it's very important. It's very important. Oh yeah, you probably couldn't see that. Probably couldn't see the green. Cool. You're importing Give Academy. You're importing your channel library. Excellent. Please, everyone, hassle library that their sole focus at the moment should be on doing different rendered versions for playback. Because at the moment, it'll play back whatever you uploaded. So if I could upload a 1 minute long 4K thing at 100 megabits per second, it's a gigabyte file, and so people have to download and stream a 1 gigabyte file to watch 1 minute of video, because that's what I uploaded. And it's for which is great if you want, you know, to download the original content, which is the original idea of library. But as a YouTube equivalent, that's one of the problems at the moment, is it buffering the streaming, because it, you know, it pulls things in the original form, in the original size that people uploaded in. So yeah, so unless I deliberately heavily compress my videos and uploaded them separately to library, then it's just going to pull my full resolution, full bitrate one from my YouTube channel, and it's just going to be, yep. Oh, I don't know if the AFL will be played in Sydney this year. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know. There's a bit of green, probably. Doesn't matter. It's good enough. Good enough for Australia. No worries. Do I have video and inexpensive optical lenses for magnification with bad eyesight? I don't think so. I just have a little ×10 camera lens. You can pick them up for a few bucks on eBay or whatever. Just, you know, like a largish one, you know, 62mm jobby or something like that. Get it like a ×10 or even like a ×4, and I just use that for like putting it for reading like part numbers and stuff up close when I, you know, if I don't want to have to take it over to the main bench to use the Mantis. Yeah, I just like a little cheap thing, costs less than $10 or something. You can just get a cheapie, you know. Doesn't have to be good. Yeah, it's just handy to have that sitting there on your bench and you can just read a specific number, because most of the time you don't need to see too much detail. You know, if I'm inspecting an entire transparent board like this, then I'm going to take it over to my Mantis, which is, you know, the duck's guts. And because the light is absolutely perfect in magnification, it's got the stereoscopic, it's brilliant. And yeah, if I'm going to inspect it properly, if I'm going to spend time, I'll go to the Mantis. But otherwise, if you just want to see a part number or something, just get a little... Not one of those jeweler's loops, the tiny little jeweler's loops. They're shit. Get a, you know, like a ×10 lens for a camera. Why don't I do deadlifts? It's not my thing. I'm not into heavy weights. I just don't bother. I spend too much time doing other stuff. I, you know, spend too much time doing pump, CrossFit, you know, things like that. I just don't do deadlifts. Sorry. It's just I don't do weights in the gym on my own. I find it boring. Is the reason. That's the reason I don't do it. I just find it boring. I much prefer group exercise. No, I haven't abandoned the giant TV idea. No, it's on order. It's on its way. The giant TV is on its way. Although I'm not going to mount it on the wall. I think I'm going to get a stand, like a portable stand, so I can move it around the lab, just flexibility, just in case I want to, you know, do something like stand beside it. And I don't know. So yeah. So if anyone knows of any good stands, like movable stands on like wheels that you can move around and you can mount a 70-inch TV on, please send me an email and a link. Somebody mirrored Thunderfoot's latest video. I saw it posted on Twitter, I think. Somebody, there's a channel that specializes in actually retrieving and re-uploading deleted videos from YouTube, and they have it on their channel. I forget the name. It's like Erased Videos or something. I don't know. Yeah, but somebody has. I started to watch it, and it seemed, you know, yeah, this no, not congressman. I don't know. Somebody, some politician or something was crapping on about how oxygen, you shouldn't wear masks because the oxygen under there is, geez, I'm going to get banned now, because the oxygen under there, it deprives you of oxygen or something and you're going to die, and you shouldn't wear masks, it's unhealthy for you. And it's like, he was using the sensor thing wrong. It's like, you exhale, you breathe in oxygen, and then your body uses it up, and what you exhale back out is not oxygen, and that's what the sensor was reading. It's like, no. And he was just doing a video busting that. I didn't get to see all of it. Just saw a bit, and apparently that was the gist of it. And yeah, banned. Unbelievable. How does library pay for its servers? Well, they've got library credits. They can sell them. I think I don't know if they have any investment money. Don't know. Anyway, they do hold like half of the library credits available. So, you know, they can sell them. I guess that's how they keep the lights on. Oh, they're calling them anti-maskers now, are they? Okay, I hadn't really heard that term, but yeah, I guess there are some out there. Could you tell us your opinion about haters? Do you have lots of haters? Yes, I have lots of haters. I have lots of haters. I have a few people who now want me cancelled. I have a few people who want me deplatformed, or because I will not bow to, and I do not subscribe to identity politics. I think it's ruining society. And there's just so many examples of that. And if you don't think they're going to come for you, just wait. Just wait. They're going to come for you too. If you're the best ally in the world, they'll come for you too. You say one thing they don't like, they'll cancel you too. Haters, yeah, I just ignore them. What are they going to do? Report me to my boss? Good luck. I don't care about. I find them funny. Sometimes I play with haters. You know, I troll them and stuff. Yep. So, yep. No, I just don't care. Water off a duck's back. Quack. I really don't care. But yep. No, they won't shut me up. No, it's. If you don't like my shit, if you don't like what I say, unsubscribe, you know. Yeah, people want to compel my speech. They want me to stop saying things. They want me to speak a certain way. They want me to use certain terms. Piss off. Not going to do it. Go tell someone who gives a shit. No, people don't wear masks here. No, even during like the peak, when was it, mid-March or something, when we were having like a couple of hundred cases per day. I think we peaked at like 450 cases per day here, which is a lot for a small country, I guess. And yeah, and you know, the mass panic, the toilet paper crisis of the great toilet paper crisis of 2020, and you know, the whole works. Even then, I'd say down at my local shopping centre, 10% of people tops, even at the peak, were wearing masks, and now you don't see anyone. But even during the peak, it was hardly anyone was wearing masks. I haven't worn a mask once. I've just felt no need to at all. Because like, I don't go on public transport. I'm not like, you know, I come from home to here. I don't interact with anyone really, you know. I might stand in a lift with someone for 30 seconds, and that's, you know, that's about the extent of it really. So yeah, it's, yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, masks here is not a thing at all. If you came to Australia at the moment, you go, where's all the masks? No one's wearing them. It's not a thing. So, yep. Free energy believers. No, my biggest haters, I can assure you, my biggest haters are social justice warriors. They are the identity politics people. I can assure you. They are my biggest haters. Yep. Oh, and cat lovers, because I hate cats. And every time I make a dead cat joke, seriously, I once lost 2,000 subs because I made a bad cat joke on one of my videos. If you think people are vocal about identity politics, I might lose 10 subs. I might lose, you know, if I say something that people don't agree with, I'll lose 10 subs or 50 subs or something. Even if there's a big, you know, blow up on Twitter or something, I might lose 100 subs. Say something about cats. Oh man. Yeah, it's called being an adult. They're pathetic children who do everything's, you know, racist, everything's sexist, everything's homophobic, everything's transphobic. Piss off. Really. Just, you know, get a life. Do something productive with your life. God, don't try and tell people what they can and can't say and what jokes they can and can't make and what they, you know, you're offended. So what? What happens when you get offended? Nothing at all happens when you're offended. So what? You expect, I find that offensive. It's, all right. Go and cry in the corner. Jesus. Grow up. Unbelievable. Yeah. No, but it's very few people have called me Davy Jones. That's an American thing. Nobody in Australia ever called me Davy Jones. No. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't like something, keep scrolling. Yeah, cat people. Whoa. Don't cross the cat people. I love dead cats. I'm an audio guy. I love dead cats. I cannot lie. Yep. Yeah, David too is working for himself now. He's a contractor. Yeah, no, I just don't like cats. I'm a dog person. I had dogs when I was a kid. Yeah, no, cats are just, the green screen is racist. Yep, gonna have to report this video. Yep. Are you judging me by the thickness of my skin? Oh, thin skin. Oh, it's just, it's so bad. You know, like normally you could laugh it off, but it's so entrenched in society. Like people live in constant fear of saying anything they said on Twitter 10 years ago. It's like cancel culture. Unbelievable. No, people have to stand up against this bullshit. It's absolutely, you have no idea. These people have no clue what sort of society they're actually creating by doing this. It is, it's going to, as I said before, just wait. It's going to come and bite you too. If you're all pro-identity politics, it's eventually going to screw you over. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. They're not coming for you at the moment, but you have one thought that they don't like, they'll cancel you too. Doesn't matter how good an ally you are. Anyway, yeah, bloody identity politics ruined everything. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. Also, my cats both said hi. Started with participation trophies, you think, Ara? Yeah. Oh, dear, oh dear. Yep, it's 21st century cancer. Yep. I think that's what you mean, 21st century. I think you left out the word century there. Would I care if my kids wanted to go to art school? I'm not one of those pushy parents. I don't care what Nobel Prize they win. Get it? Anyway, you know, it's they went if they showed a fascination for art, that's fine. You know, but no, Sagan's into engineering type stuff. He loves building, loves coding. He's a big coder. These are just natural things. I haven't pushed him into like anything. We don't really. It's not like I teach him electronics and stuff. I don't. It's just the occasional engineering thing here and there, and we watch engineering videos on YouTube together and stuff. Well, he likes them. So he likes various engineering channels. Or sciencey type channels, and he loves Curiosity Show that I used to watch when I was a kid, and we didn't push him into any of that. It's like he just that's what he naturally seems to like. So yeah, it destroys everything it touches. Participation trophies. I want a participation trophy. I should give out participation trophies for everyone who turns up to the live stream. Colour with a U, Tom. Yeah, a lot of they're cancelling movies, Gone with the Wind and all that sort of shit. Piss off. And ironically, cancelling Gone with the Wind, that cancels the first black recipient of the Academy Award, I believe, was in... Come on. I think it was Gone with the Wind they cancelled, wasn't it? Or something? Unbelievable. God, just stop it. Stand up to this shit. It's just going to get so much worse, and I guarantee you it'll affect you eventually. But it's just this term, and I know why. Why don't you want to, how can you be against, you must be right, how can you be against just wanting to be a good person? That's the trick they use to get you in. And then they want more and more and more, and they will never stop. They will never ever stop. And they'll eventually step over the line that you don't like. Guarantee it. No matter how woke you are, they will eventually come for something that you will go, no. Yep, Curiosity Show's great. Unfortunately, I couldn't believe this when I found out, but one of the hosts of the Curiosity Show, Dean Hutton, I only found out like 5 years ago or something. He is a religious fundamentalist creationist guy, apparently. He's made these science for Christians videos and DVDs and things, and I couldn't believe it. I was, I don't think less of him really, but I was just I still think he's absolutely fantastic. But how do I boot people? Block. Yep. Good. Yeah, but I found out, it was Gone with the Wind, Brian. Yeah, I found out that he was a fundamentalist Christian, and I think he's young Earth creationist or whatever, and it's that was so disappointing. He was one of my idols, still is, of course. It's just I just think it's a shame that he got deluded into religion. I don't know if he was always that way or he found it later in life or whatever, but anyway, you know, you can be a good scientist and communicator and still be religious, you know, but still, like, it's just holding that delusion in your head. Anyway. Yep. Yeah, go and check it out, Whacked. He's got his website. If you go to his website, he sells his Christian Science DVDs and stuff, and he goes and talks at churches and things like that. Can't actually remember exactly, but yeah. You should do a fan meeting with haters in the EU. Haters are gutless. They're absolutely gutless. And the thing is, all this hatred is one way. Like, I've got fellow content creators, right? Fellow electronics YouTubers who hate my guts, right? Because I don't buy into identity politics. I refuse to buy into identity politics. I think it's bad for society. I just see all the damage being done by it, and I won't buy into it. And they hate me for it. And it's like, well, you know, I don't hate you for hating me. I'll still watch your content. I'll still promote you. But they will... Like, you know, they will want me cancelled. They will want me, you know, to shut up. They'll want me to, like, it's all one way. The hatred's all one way. It's all coming from these identity politics people. It's like, geez, I don't really hate anyone. It's like, you know, I hate ideas and things like that. But I don't hate anyone. You know, everyone should have the same rights, and, you know, and there's people out there calling me transphobe and all sorts of bullshit. You know, it's like, fuck, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's all one way. It's very disappointing. I discovered yesterday that William Shockley was believed in eugenics scientist and believed in white... Oh, did he? Okay. Hadn't heard that. Their beliefs does not erase the work they've done. I totally agree, Free Spam. Yep. No, I won't think less of them, their work and things for them. Yep. Thank you, Give Academy. This whole idea of everyone has to agree with insecurities and ignorance or I am going to throw a fit. BS needs to die in a fire. I don't agree with that. But yeah, like, they just need to go away. People need to ignore these people. You have to learn to just ignore. Like, it's a few insignificant minority on Twitter. Like, you know, like, people bow to the pressure of just, like, literally a handful of people on Twitter. It's unbelievable. Why? Just say, piss off. Say piss off. That's it. Just tell them to piss off. Like, yeah, most people here are 40 plus, so they've got, you know, yeah. My actual, the peak of my audience is 20. What's the ranges in YouTube? Like 26 to 30 or something. They put them 22 to 30 or something. I think that's the bulk of my audience. I do have a lot in the 40s, but yeah, and then it's got 30 to 36 or something, or I think that's just equally. But yeah, no, I do have a lot of you know, younger audience, students, of course. Yeah, I often watch Thunderfoot's videos. I like his science and debunking ones. You know, sometimes he's, and as a lot of people complain about, his, like, style is a bit, you know, he tends to repeat things a lot. It's like, you know, all of a sudden he'll, you know, he's doing a debunking of a, you know, cooling, you know, an air cooler or something. You know, some, you know, latest Kickstarter scam or something. And he's debunking that, and all of a sudden he'll start jumping into a non sequitur into Elon Musk and Hyperloop and stuff. It's like, no, you know. So yeah, I just wish he'd focus more. I think I wish he'd do more focused content like that. He tends to drift off into, he tends to repeat. I can understand why he's doing it, because I do that. I don't do it to the same extent, especially not in my debunking videos. But you know, like if I'm reading a data sheet like this, right? If I'm going through and I'm reading something about, you know, transistor op amps, right? And I'll know I've already discussed it. I've already done a 45-minute op amp video. It's got 1.6 million views. It's all over there, but I will repeat the same content again, or, you know, a small snippet of the, I'll explain something again in this video, even though I should just go, oh, go watch my other video. I'll actually go into it again and I'll recover it. just because, you know, it's like, yeah, I want it to be sort of like a self-contained video. But yeah, it's, no, you know, some of Thunderfoot's content I don't care for, so I just don't watch it. It's like, I don't, once again, these people who are driven by identity politics, they cannot hold in their head at the same time that, oh, you know, that person is evil because they're against, they say this or they think they're this or whatever. So they refuse to watch their science content, or they refuse to watch their other content because they fundamentally can't stand their opinion on feminism or something like that. Fuck. Unbelievable. Like, you're missing out on such great stuff by not like doing that. I can, you know, I'm an adult. I can hold, you know, two things in my head at the same, like I can ignore one thing and go, oh yeah, I like that person. You know, like even the worst people that you can think worse of, they will eventually say something that you agree with and you like, right? But these people won't acknowledge that, and it's ridiculous. I'll happily acknowledge even somebody I really dislike, you know, that I would never watch in a million years. If they say something that's, you know, fundamentally right, or say, oh, if I, you know, think they're always wrong and they say something that's right, I'll happily say, yeah, I agree, spot on, you know? Like, yeah, because there's a lot of people out there who think because I watch Thunderfoot, therefore I'm this and I'm this and I'm this. Piss off. Piss off. Man. It's just, and you can't argue with these people. It's unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, I've probably got like 10 minutes left tops. 10 minutes tops. Yeah, it's almost too calm here, isn't it? We had one guy I had to ban and that was it. Old Codgers at 63, Tom. Have my audience gender stats shifted at all over the years? No, it's depending on how I get the stats, it's 3 to 5% female. So, you know, it's, yeah, no, it hasn't changed. And of course, a lot of people want to attack me. Oh, it's low because I'm this and this and this, and you don't appeal to, you know, women and stuff. Like, piss off. You go to ask any of the female YouTubers what their female ratio is. It's the same as mine. It's hilarious. Yep. No, it's nothing I say. I've got a large, I've got an average female audience for, actually, it's actually higher than quite a few others that I know of who have a lower percentage than me. So yeah. And I've got a high percentage of also, people think I'm transphobe, and I've got a very high percentage of trans people watching me and on the forum and stuff. So yeah, these people are full of shit. They really are. It's hilarious. Moon landing, work it out. I've done my moon landing conspiracy video. Done that. My son kept chewing on electrical cords, so I had to ground him. Now he's conducting himself properly. Oh, Brendan. No, I don't have any old telecom gear. The stuff that I've already shown. Yeah, I don't block haters. You really have to do something. You either have to be so persistent, like spam every one of my to get me to block you. You have to like spam every one of my videos with the same comment over and over, or something like that. Or you've got to, you know, really say something profoundly, you know, bad. Like, yeah, it's like it really takes a lot. Really takes a lot to get me to ban somebody. My ban list is very small. Unfortunately, it includes a fellow electronics content creator. I won't say who it is, but yep. Unfortunately, yeah, they crossed a line. And yep. Yeah, I don't block haters. It's only if you annoy me constantly. Constant. And no, I don't want to be bombarded. Don't come to my channel and continuously bombard me. But you'll never see me actually delete a video. Your video sucks or whatever. I don't care. Okay, fine. At least give me a reason, And I actually go out of my way to talk to these haters and other, look, tell me what your problem is, And they just, it's like, but I try. Anyway, no. Yes, Thunderfoot and his, and why do people laugh at Creationist Part 45? Oh, great stuff. Yep. Back in the old days when anti-religion was a thing on YouTube, I used to subscribe to so many atheist channels. It wasn't funny, and it just died out. The whole thing. Destroyed by identity politics, by the way. The whole atheism community. Destroyed by identity politics. Yep. Atheism plus. Go look it up. Because, atheism wasn't enough. You had to include social justice to it. And it destroyed, it destroyed the atheist movement. And people started hating, fellow atheists atheist YouTubers just started hating each other. And it just got so toxic. Unbelievable. Yeah. What should be my most important class in college? Oh, geez, I don't know. Soldering? No, I'm joking. They don't teach soldering in college. My engineers are inherently no bullshit people. Like the percentage of atheists that would watch my videos would be large. I'd love to do a survey on that. But then people will do, then it just start a whole shit show. I could do like a YouTube survey or something. But then people, why are you asking that? Why do you care? Well, I don't. I'm just curious, it'd be very large. Be very large. Give Academy. If I don't like something, I politely hear it out, then move on. If they want to open a discussion, sure, I will. If it goes into some sort of emotionally based rant, I'll just let it all go. Exactly how I treat it. Give Academy. That's how I treat it too. Yep. Yeah, if I wasn't an electronics YouTuber, in the early days, I probably would have been an atheist YouTuber. I probably would have joined on that bandwagon. Possibly. Yep. RF microwave equipment related content similar to Signal Path. No, it's not my thing. It's not my area of interest or expertise. No, I'll leave that to Signal Path. Signal Path has that covered in spades. Yep. You've got 1.3K subs and 97% male. Yeah, like 3 to 5% is a typical female audience for any engineering channel. YouTube is predominantly made up of males. It is like, I think it's like 70% or something. It's huge. And then when you get into engineering, it's naturally going to be 3 to 5%. Start a comedy channel. Atheists on Twitter are still around, are they? Excellent. Now, I don't think I follow any atheist. I don't follow any atheist Twitters. I'm not really into the atheism. I used to be big on the atheist forums and stuff. I used to spend a lot of time on there. I know I haven't done it for years. Like Arthur, it all just, I don't know. I just went on to other things. But are my parents proud of me? My dad's not here anymore. He died in 2000. So, they're very... my mum doesn't really understand what I do. She's old, she doesn't, she's proud of, she doesn't understand the YouTube thing. Atheists hated each other. South Park predicted it, huh? Agnostic, fence sitter. Even religious people are atheists. They really are. Ask a religious person next time. Oh no, when next time they talk about atheism. But you're an atheist for 99% of the gods out there, right? There are thousands of gods that have been worshipped by people as devoutly religious as you, and yet you don't believe in any of those other gods. You're atheistic about all those other gods. You think they're all bullshit. They're all fake, but your one's the true one. Yeah, right. Come on. What content does that cover for an atheist YouTuber? How long we? Oh, doesn't matter. But once again, the problem with probably the reason that most people naturally stop watching the atheist YouTuber channels is because it's just the same arguments over and over again. Like after you watch it for a couple of years, it's just, how many times can you, debunk, how many times can you explain the same thing? Just over and over and over. How many times you have to talk about Pascal's wager and, I have 30 seconds to solve it. How do we get more women in STEM? We just give them equal opportunity, which is what they already have. I'll tell you how you don't do it. It's how the University of Technology in Sydney lowered the entry grades for the engineering degree. They lowered it. They lowered the engineering standards for women. That does not help women get into STEM. It has the opposite effect, in fact. Once you have equal opportunity, people make up their own minds. And it's like, and there's plenty of role, if they want to see females of role models in the thing, there's plenty out there. There's no shortage of them, really. Yep. And they already get, women in STEM already get like lots of opportunities, that even monetary opportunities. So yeah, it's, DEFPOM, you got an 8% female viewership. Wow, that's really high. Yeah, usually it's like, 3 to 5%. A good engineering channel will have 5%, even the female ones. So yeah, why you're getting 8? Must be your good looks. Yeah, 8 is it? Yeah, and it depends on how you get the stats. I think I could probably almost get 8% depending on the video or depending on the, thing. But overall on the channel, if you look at it, I think it's like 3 to 5%. But no, I think I have seen figures as high as 8%. If I like maybe like a broad interest video, for example, one of my, debunking videos or something, or some other, broader interest one, then yeah, the female ratio for that one video goes up a lot. Yeah, I'd like to see a poll too. Yeah, but then it's like people go, well, why do you care? And then I've got to try and explain it. No, I'm just having fun, just interested. You look like a very funny man, but your science videos are boring. Okay. How to handbrake from you. Yes, that one. Yes, the library example for how to do handbrake. Yeah, that comes from me because I broke library one day when I uploaded one of my videos. It broke it because it was over a gig in size, because it was like 40 minutes long or something. I uploaded just my original, because my average videos that I upload are 1 or 2 gig, at least, and the longer ones are even more. So yeah, I accidentally uploaded that and it broke library somehow, and then they instituted the 1 gig limit, and then they wrote that tutorial using my example of how to handbrake it. Yeah. So yeah. I'm an atheist. I'm not an agnostic. I'm not a fence sitter. I think it's bullshit unless proven otherwise. Prove me wrong. Give me evidence. Show me evidence. Real evidence. But of course they can't, because if they had evidence, you wouldn't have to believe. It'd be obvious from the evidence, and then everyone would, everyone with a rational brain would believe it. But because there is no evidence, you have to have belief. You have to believe. That's the whole idea. There is no evidence. I don't even know why they bother trying to show evidence, because there is none. If there is self-evident, evidence, then it'd be obvious. Anyway, if I and Thunderfoot do a Buster video, I'd literally have an egg. I've been thinking about a collab. I've got a video that's been on the back burner for a while. I don't know if it's going to work, but if it does work, it's a phenomenon which I don't know about because I'm not a chemist, but if it does, I've been told this by a really smart friend that this does actually work if you do it right. And I've been meaning to experiment. I've got to get the materials to do it. And if it does work, I'll have no idea why. It'll be a really cool effect, I think, apparently. And if it does work, I'll have no idea why. So I might have to get Thunderfoot on to try and explain it from a, chemistry point of view. Yeah, I love Fran. Yeah, Fran Lab's great. Good friend of mine, Fran. Yeah, I mean, if you want more women in STEM, just go into STEM. It's not hard. It's not like there's a lack of opportunity. There's nothing holding you back. In fact, there's, all sorts of opportunities. It's like, like you see everyone in like engineering, engineering degree at university, you're sitting around, where are all the women? They want, people think, engineering's a patriarchy and they hate women. They don't want women in. Ask any engineer and they went, yeah, we want more women in engineering. Just come and join us. But, it's an interest thing. So, yeah, once you have free choice. Yeah. Fortunately, it's just why it's the same reason you don't get men in nursing. Exactly the same reason, Yes, there will be, 5% of, men who like, who are, compassionate, really like they prefer, it's the peoples versus things psychological thing, and they prefer people. So that, they'll go into nursing or they'll go into some other people related thing. But people are naturally predisposed to things like us engineers, that we become engineers because we like things instead of people. We don't like people. People get in the way. Leave me alone. Doing engineering. We're very unsocial, us engineers. Oh, your son's name is Sagan. Awesome. Wow. Yep. Awesome. Thank you very much, Boxy Brown. Son's name is Sagan too. Fantastic. Yep. I assume for the same reason. Said bugger it. Good on you, Rudder? Anyway, I gotta go, I think. So I'll answer what's here, and surely the argument would apply any extra to prove aliens exist or get the frig out. Yep. I want to believe in aliens. Nile Red. I don't know what Nile Red is. Why do I have two labs? Because I own one and I'm renting one, and I'm paying a lot of money to rent here, so I'm going back to the old one where I own it, so I don't have to pay rent. If you want to believe in affirmative action, go for it. Good luck. 10, 15 minutes to 2 hours. Thank you very much, Christian. All right, 5 more minutes. Yeah, I don't understand this, Brendan. I don't know where you are. I got lots of people that don't believe that STEM is women's work. What? Like, all this bullshit. In every job, I've been in the industry for like 30 years. And I've worked at lots of companies, big and mostly big, really. And like, there's no prejudice towards women in engineering. Like, I just don't get it. Maybe other countries are different, but she's certainly not here. Yeah, green screen's working. You're 2 hours late. Oh. Faisal, can you tell me where the future of electronics engineering? I'm an electronics engineer, but now I work as an IT. Well, I just did a video on quantum computing. Maybe you want to get into quantum computing. Yes, Sagan's 9 now. Yep. Oh, it's a chem channel. Niall read, is it? Okay. Yeah. Oh, the wife loved the name and it was a done deal. Yeah. Oh, you heard it from my videos. Okay. Yeah, named after Carl Sagan, of course. See ya, Yankee. Vardy. Don't leave your code to come watch this, Defpom. You'll never get back. It'll take you an hour to get back into your code. Once you're on a roll, stick with it. Rob, I remember when we met with my daughter 2 years running at the Maker Fair. Sagan was in a pram. Was he? Wow, yeah, he probably would have been. Wow. Yep. Time flies. Jeez. Oh, Aussie Chemistry Channel. Cool. Okay, I might have to check it out. Niall Red. Don't mind, like applied science is great. Applied science, fantastic. I love that sort of stuff. Yeah, I think when I was studying, it was, even back then in the 90s, it was 10% girls. I can't really remember that well, but yeah, it was, it was probably more like 10%, I think. I think it was probably 10%. Yep, it's 9. Yeah. Yeah, time flies, silly boy. 3 blue, 1 brown. Yes, I like 3 blue, 1 brown. He's also on library. 3 blue, 1 brown. He's on library. It's got his content over there. How hard would it be to move my family to Australia? We are seeing Yankeeville fall apart and have an affinity for the AU personality. I don't know, unfortunately. Probably best to jump on the EEV blog forum and people can help you out. I don't know about immigrating from the US. I'm not sure of the mechanisms of coming in. We have X amount of immigration every year. I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard. If you really want to. Go ask on the EV blog forum. People will know. People have probably been through it. The best thing to find is find people who've been through it. Find Yanks who've come into the country. Video extracting urea from his urine. Your green screen, yeah, it works well. Green screen, it's a total success. I really like it. Considering the light's pretty piss poor. It's great. If you can get a job here, it's a cinch. Okay, Bob. Yep. Yeah, especially in the, well, I don't know about other jobs, but in the engineering industry, like, you've got to have a work visa. Like, don't turn up here and expect to get a job. Like, you will not get a job without a work visa. So you've got to have that. Then once you've got a work visa, I don't know how often they renew it, how many times they renew it, and how long it'll take to get citizenship and all that. I got no idea, I'm afraid. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, yep. That's it. I'm done. Thank you, everyone, for turning up. And green screen, fantastic. So, a bit of green hair tinge and stuff like that. But yeah, winner, chicken dinner. All right, better go. Got to go home. 7 o'clock. Catch you next time.